What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're going to check out the Versus System two-player card game first appearance arc. Now, this is the first of the arcs in this game where it says what arc and what issue it is on the top corner. Previous expansions just didn't have anything. And going forward, I do believe every single one is included in a volume. An arc, the arc, if they're not related, is just going to say what they are. So the Buffy battles is a part of the Buffy arc, and it really doesn't mean anything for this one. For a later one, Sinister Syndicate, it does say what it's from, which is Great Power. Going up first is going to be Volume 1, Issue 1, Deadpool and Friends. Let's open it up, which there are at times a perforation to more easily open the thing. It's usually on the back, but it doesn't always work out perfectly, but this one worked pretty well. On the front of the box, we see Deadpool in what I believe is his level 3 or level 4 artwork and like a rock gray background. Looking at the side of the box, I like when they do this. I don't think they do this anymore, but originally they would say story arc first appearance, so that if you had them in a box on their side like this, or you were looking at it from the side, you could read that, and I really like that. I know they don't do that anymore, but I thought it was very convenient. And the side is a continuation of that artwork. The top says Deadpool and Friends, and you'll notice with these older sets that they have a single color with the type or the name on top, so it's very easy to read. It doesn't necessarily look great. I do like the fact that it's a single color because all 3 issues in the arc have that. So you know that they aesthetically fit together. You're like, oh, okay, those 3, obviously they're the same. They're together in some way. Looking at the back, it continues that gray rock background. Contents, 55 cards in a rule sheet. And this is from what, 2018? So at time of recording, about 6 years old. Looking at the side, this inaugural issue of the 3-part Versus System 2-player card game first appearance arc features the most important thing to happen to Marvel Comics since ever. Me. Bravo to the good folks at Upper Deck for delivering what you want, dare I say need. Now please deliver this and your wallet to the register. And it's super fun since it's a Deadpool set. A lot of the stuff is written in Deadpool text or as if he were the one writing it, which is really cool. So let's see what's actually in here, which is the paperwork, which we'll check out later. What's interesting about this is that normally you would start with a main character, but it looks here they started off with a token character who is actually number 25 in the set. It is me. Supporting character token, 1 cost, 1 health, asterisk. Leader, while you are team attacking, you choose who the defender strikes back against. Pick a team, any team as you appear, choose a team affiliation to have, meaning that whatever team you pick, you can team attack with. Age ain't nothing but a number. Your attack and defense are equal to your age, so if you're 39, you're 39. If you're 113, you would have 11/3 or 1/13. Your choice, and if you're 30, well, wait until your birthday, because that would mean you'd have 0 defense, which means he would just die. That you can't have that. So it's pretty fun. And the older you are, the more powerful he is, or the younger you are, the kind of weaker he is. And that's just kind of fun little blurb to have there. I guess you could just say you're whatever age just to make it not terrible. Next up, we have another token, Weapon 13, 2 cost, 1 health, range, 33 stat line, and violent. While attacking a supporting character, this character strikes with double his attack, and it is actually an Underworld team affiliation. I guess we have another token. Is this all tokens? We have Cluster, 2 cost, 1 health, range, 33 stat line, and Noble. While defending, this character strikes with double her attack. Another token character, we have Phantom X. It is Underworld, 2 cost, 1 health, range, 33 stat line, and fearless. While attacking a main character, this character strikes with double his attack. Finally, is this all like in reverse order? I guess it is. We have an equipment in Chimichanga. This is for the Underworld side, so I guess this version of Deadpool will be on that side. 4 cost, 1 of a kind. You can only have 1 in your deck. I just love saying it. Main blue, yellow, green, red, or say chimichanga, 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 put 4+1/1 counters on an equipped character. Put 4+1/1 counters on equipped character. So it's either really hard to do or super easy because you just have to say chimichanga a bunch of times. So that's kind of fun. Mercs for money. Combat, choose an underworld attacker this combat. It gets +3 attack, and when it stuns an enemy defender, draw a card. It's actually not a one of a kind, so there are multiple. Break the fourth wall. One of a kind. Main, you enter the game as a supporting character. Put a me token onto your side. If it gets stunned, KO'd, or otherwise leaves play, you don't lose the game. Oh, that's kind of cool. Now for a real supporting character, we have Shikla, 7 cost, 2 health, 7/7 stat line, immortal. If Shikla gets KO'd, you may shuffle her into your deck. Eternal Bliss, at the start of your build phase, you may put a character from your KO pile into your hand. If it's Deadpool, put him onto your side instead. Really good. We have Phantom X, 6 cost, 1 health, range, 5/5 stat line, one of a kind, cloning error, reaction yellow. When Phantom X gets KO'd on an enemy player's turn, remove him from the game. Then his owner puts a cluster Phantom X and a Weapon 13 token onto their side. Next up we have Deadpool, 6 cost, 1 health, range, 6/7 stat line, kill the Marvel Universe. Main blue, yellow, green, red, KO all other Marvel supporting characters. That's crazy good, takes a lot, but it is crazy strong. This really did come out in 2018. We have Negasonic Teenage Warhead. 5 cost, 1 health, 4/6 stat line, going nuclear. When an attacking supporting character KOs Negasonic Teenage Warhead, KO that attacker. Massacre. 4 cost, 2 health, range, 5/3 stat line, Mercenario. Massacre puede atar... What? Is it in Spanish? Is that like part of his shtick? Massacre. 4 cost, 2 health, range, 5/3 stat line. It looks like it might be in Spanish for some reason. I know lethal. Mercenary, I might have to look that up. Why is this in Spanish? That's so weird because so far it's the only one that's in Spanish and the only one I've seen period in Spanish. It could be a mistake. Nothing on there says Spanish, so I'm kind of curious to see what the deal is. Copycat, 3 cost, 1 health, 4/4 stat line, genetic metamorph. When another supporting character appears on your side, Copycat gains its printed powers until another supporting character appears on your side. If you're familiar with the first Deadpool movie, you will be familiar with Ajax. 3 cost, 1 health, 6/3 stat line, tough. When Ajax gets stunned, you may recover him, but he still gets wounded. Pain tolerance. Ajax can only be KO'd by fatal wounds at the end of a turn. This power remains on while he's stunned. Huh. I don't think I've heard of that keyword before. Slapstick. 2 cost, 1 health, 2/2 stat line, mercenary. Slapstick can team attack with any main character. So that's what the other one said. Cartoon indestructibility. When Slapstick gets KO'd, put him into his owner's hand. That's pretty cool. Alright, we got Hitmonkey. 2 cost, 1 health, range, 2/3 stat line, mercenary, and monkey around. Creatures on your side get +2/2. Pretty fun. I'm not sure how many creatures are in this set, but good to see. Solo, 1 cost, 1 health, range, 1/2 stat line. Solitary, he can't team attack. Go solo. When a character on your side solo attacks, put a +1/1 counter on it. So even though he can't team attack himself, he does have a benefit toward doing the one kind of attack he can actually do. Now we're going to take a look at the main characters, including Deadpool, underworld character, level 1, 6 health, range, 2/4 stat line. Whoa, why is that guy so big? Level up 12 times. When an enemy supporting character appears, Deadpool gains XP equal to that character's total attack, defense, and health. When he goes to level 2, he now has a 4/6 stat line. Hold on, what does that guy do? Level up 6 times. When an enemy supporting character appears, Deadpool gains 1 XP for each power it has, including flight and range. Going on to his level 3. He now has a 6/8 stat line. Wait, how much is that guy? Level up 8 times. When an enemy supporting character appears, Deadpool gains XP equal to its cost. Going on to his level 4, he now has 7 health, an 8/10 stat line, and I'm taking over from these idiot designers. Main red, this power has different effects depending on how many times you've used it. 1. Nerf a character. 2. Errata a character. 3+, ban a character. Hey kids, designer Deadpool here. Nerfing, errataing, and banning is hard work and I'm too tired to explain it all here. Meet me over at the rule sheet and I'll fill you in. That's cool, you kind of need the rule sheet, but I'm interested to seeing exactly what that means because I'm sure that's going to be crazy. Moving on, we have another character in Evil Deadpool. 6 health, range, 2/4 stat line, merc with an evil mouth, main red. Evil characters on your side are evil lethal this turn. If they wound a defending supporting character, KO it and laugh evilly. Made from discarded body parts. Level up 5 times whenever a player discards one or more characters, Evil Deadpool gains an XP. He becomes level 2. He now has a 6/6 stat line and gains It's Like You but Eviler. Build yellow. Put a good character from an enemy KO pile onto your side. It is evil instead of good and has evil at the start of its name. For example, Evil Iron Man. Last main character we have here is not affiliated with any of the teams. It is X-Men's Colossus. 6 health, 3/3 stat line, and switch to armored form. Level up 1 time when Colossus gains attack. If his attack is 6 or higher, he gains an XP. In that, he becomes level 2. He now has a 6/6 stat line, which was kind of the prerequisite to making him. And he has Fastball Special, main red. Choose another character on your side. He has flight and plus 3/3. The next time it attacks this turn, if it's Wolverine, he gets an additional plus 3/3. Revert to flesh. When Colossus loses attack, if his attack is 5 or less, he becomes level 1. Something I didn't notice while going through the cards in the video, but that I did notice when scanning the cards for the thumbnails, is that every card has the same card backing. It's a standard versus system 2-player card game one, except Deadpool level 4. His is special because, of course, it's Deadpool, and it's the player looking through the broken fourth wall. See it right there? He's standing there. It's really cool. Unicorn on the TV. His weapons, clothes on the floor. Stunned. Issues and Arcs versus System 2-player card game has been reformatted from its small and big box expansions into a monthly release. From now on, every 3 months of versus System 2-player card game content will have a specific theme and be called arcs. There will be one new set almost every month. Most of these will be 55 card issues, like the one you're holding in your hands, and sometimes it will be a 200 giant size issue, which is great for a new player. It's constructed just like past sets such as the Defenders or Shield vs. Hydra. Our first arc features Deadpool and the X-Men. Issue 1 focuses on Deadpool and his friends and enemies. This expansion introduces a new Deadpool main character. This time around he's less hero and more mercenary, so he, along with the rest of the mercs for money, are on the Underworld team. Except for Colossus, of course, he's still an X-Men. Issue 2 introduces the Brotherhood of Mutants to the Versus System 2-player card game, and Issue 3 features Cable and the New Mutants. Evil Deadpool, made from Deadpool's discarded body parts that is fused back together into a new person. Evil Deadpool gets XP whenever you discard a character. This includes powering up as well as any effect that causes you to discard a card, whether you or your opponent controls the effect. Evil Deadpool loves being evil. That's why he can grant evil characters on your side the new keyword, Evil Lethal. Evil Lethal works just like regular lethal, except after KOing a supporting character, you laugh evilly. If you're unable to laugh evilly, you'll still resolve the effect as much as possible and KO the defender. Evil Deadpool's level 2 superpower puts good characters into play, but turns them into evil characters and adds the word evil at the beginning of their name. Changing their name does affect the uniqueness rules. For example, it would allow you to have Iron Man and Evil Iron Man on your side at the same time. However, you would not be able to add evil to regular Deadpool because his name would become Evil Deadpool, which is the same name as your main character. Evil Deadpool hates Deadpool anyway. Ajax's pain tolerant power says he can only be KO'd by fatal wounds at the end of a turn. A character has fatal wounds if it has at least as many wounds as its health. So Ajax can have any number of wounds, but won't actually get KO'd until the end of a turn. Massacre. Massacre es el Deadpool de México, por eso es texto de su juego, es escrito en español. No te preocupes si me hablas español. Yeah, it says it right there. So El Mercenario is mercenary, lethal is lethal. Cool. I thought that was a weird typo, but no, that was actually totally on purpose. Chimichanga. Deadpool's favorite deep fried burrito has 2 different costs to use its superpower. You must choose which cost to pay. You can't combine them. For example, you can't pay blue and yellow and then say chimichanga twice. That would be madness. Break the fourth wall. This plot twist really lets you get into the game. When you put a me token onto your side, you get to choose a team affiliation and your age will determine the attack and defense. You'll have leader because you're still in charge of your team, but don't worry, if you get KO'd, you won't lose the game because you're also still a player. We figure you'll have more questions about this, so let's dive in. How do you prove your age? If you're at a tournament, you'll need an ID with your birthday. If you don't have one, we'll just pretend you're 11. So you would have 1-1. Does this card have different power levels for different players depending on their age? Yes. Isn't that ageist? Great question. Think about it this way. Yes. What happens if I'm 29 and tomorrow's my birthday, but then it turns midnight in the middle of a game? You'll become a 3-0 and get stunned. Isn't that kind of stupid? Play faster next time. Feel like you're not taking this seriously. It's not a question. That's funny. Oh, okay. Cool. Here's some stuff like written as Deadpool by Deadpool. And just going to point out here is Deadpool. Here's the checklist that just says every card in the set, as well as the Deadpool logo, which could have been a team logo, but I think they chose not to do that just because that's another team and there probably aren't enough Deadpool characters to really warrant it, especially in this earlier set. Deadpool. Hi kids, it's your old pal Deadpool. Guess what? I'm the first character in the game to go all the way to level 4. There's probably a break the fourth wall joke in there somewhere, but I haven't found it yet. Anywho, the powers that be want me to tell you that even though I'm now 2 different main character cards, the X-Men and the Underworld versions of me can't level up into each other. It's because a main character can only level up into a main character of the same set or into one that has the same artwork. And guess what? I don't mean to brag, but I'm actually a designer now. You know all the cards in this set that you love? That's right, I designed them. All the cards that you hate were designed by those other 2 dummies. Designing stuff is sweet. You can pretty much do whatever you want. I like designing so much I wanted to do something while I was in the game too. My new main character can nerf stuff, errata stuff, and even ban stuff. Check it out. Nerf. Name a character for the rest of the game. Supporting characters with that name on an enemy player's sides. In the enemy's hands, decks, and KO piles are 0 attack, 1 defense with 1 health, and nothing can ever change that. Errata. Name a character for the rest of the game, supporting characters with that name on enemy player's sides and in enemy player's hands, decks, and KO piles. Losing cannot gain powers, including flight and range. Ban. Name a character and choose a number. Put all supporting characters with that name on enemy sides into their owner's hands for the rest of the game, supporting characters with that name on enemy sides and in enemy hands, decks, and KO piles. Cost equal to the chosen number, and nothing can ever change that except for banning it again. You know the old saying, if you really hate a card, ban it twice. Any effect that would increase or decrease what an enemy player pays to recruit a banned card is ignored. Here's some quick tips. If you steal a character with one of those effects, the effect will stop because it's not an enemy character anymore. Yay! However, if it goes back to an enemy side, the effect will turn on again. Boo. When you ban a character, you can name any number you want, even a million bazillion. Try it, it's fun. If someone tries to tell you that isn't really how nerfing, errating, or banning works, you can just take your katana and do some development on them if you know what I mean. A lot of fun stuff here and mechanics, and I do appreciate that they explained how some of it works, but I will definitely be interested in seeing how well this plays in a deck. And right off the bat, I would say probably Underworld would do best with it, since they already have main character, special locations, and all that kind of stuff that caters toward that team, since they already have that team. Now, of course, Colossus would play well in a deck that plays with X-Men, such as the X-Men deck from the Marvel Battles. How would you integrate this set into your deck? Let me know in the comments below. Well guys, that's it for the Versus System 2-player card game, first appearance of Volume 1, Issue 1, Deadpool and Friends. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.